everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. Thank you to all of those of you who watched my unboxing yesterday. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. So today I'm going to be kicking off with the first in a series of 6 projects from this wonderful pack by Kathy Andromedou. And we're going to be making what I'm going to be calling a layered decoupage card. Now I know decoupage is layered, but when you see the card you'll hopefully get what I mean. So I'm going to show you what I'm using. My main feature is this stamp. I'm not going to use the big die that goes with it. Now I have to give you a bit of a warning here, guys. The die is beautiful, but it's not the easiest thing in the world to line up. And apparently I'm not the only one to think so, so it's not just me. So it does take a bit of lining up. So you do get there eventually, but it's a bit tricky to line up. So once you've got there, a little tip. Once you've got there, mark the top edge with a Sharpie pen. That's what I did with mine. And then you'll always know which way to do it. So I'm just going to use the stamp today. I'm not going to use the frame, maybe another time, but not this time. And I am going to make a decoupage card. And I have stamped this, I should say, 3 times. Or have I stamped it twice? No, I think I've stamped it twice. Yes, I've stamped it twice. And I'll show you what I've done with that in a minute. And I've used a couple of the dies, which we'll see as we go along. So let's just pop that over there. Now we're going to be making a 6x6 top folding card like that. I've taken one of the clear or the plain cards and I've cut it to this is a 6x6, the card base. This is white cardstock from my stash. This is one of the pink cards from the box, from box 43, and I've cut it to 5 3/4 squares. I will add all of the measurements that you'll need in the description box below. And a couple of you have asked me, how do you find the description box? Below this video, you'll find a little word that says more. Just click on the more and the box will drop down and you'll see everything. You might find another more underneath that. You might need to press on that, so or click on that. So that's where you find it. Just click on more and the box will drop down and it'll show you everything that I've put down in my description box when I've done it. So this is our mat, this is our card, this is our 5 3/4 inch mats, or 5 3/4 inch square mat I should say. And then what I've done, I've stamped once on the actual, I've just stamped it onto my paper and I've coloured it with my alcohol pens. Now the colouring does take a bit of time. It took me about, because I did this and then I did a couple of other flowers which you'll see in a minute for decoupaging, and I think it took just over an hour to do all the colouring. So it does take a bit of time, but it's worth it. I tell you what, it's quite calming actually. It's quite relaxing doing that colouring. Quite therapeutic. I quite enjoyed it. In fact, I really enjoyed it. And on the back of this, I have got some foam tape, which I'm just going to peel the backing off. And usually what I do, whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen, never mind. In fact, I will do it. What I usually do with foam tape, because I want to get it in the right place, which doesn't always happen first time, as we've probably all experienced, what I do with mine is I put a little bit of this stuff, glue stick, that's the word. I put a little bit of glue stick over the tape once I've taken the backing tape off. This one's just about halfway down. And what this does, if you've never heard me say this before, it doesn't add to the stickiness, neither does it take it away. But what it does do, it stops it grabbing instantly. So I'm going to flip it over because I want it that way up. So I'm going to balance it on my finger. This is how I do it. I balance it on my fingers, finger and thumb in the middle. When I think it's lined up, and I think it is more or less, I just lay it down gently. And actually that's not quite lined up straight, or how I want it anyway. So that will do. In fact, it won't do. Again, we're just going to take this off. So the glue, as you can see, gives us a little bit more time. Otherwise, it'll go down and you've had it. So that's good enough. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. It's a handmade card. It doesn't have to be perfect. So that's our image, our basic image, which I absolutely love. I love this image, by the way. And I was going to say die cut. I didn't die cut. I printed this off again, or I stamped it again. I stamped a couple more flowers and I cut them up a bit. So which one shall I show you first? That one, I think. So I cut this flower here. I cut it twice more. In fact, I did do 3. And what I did was I cut it once. Yeah, so I stamped this 3 times and cut it out 3 times. And I've stamped this again and coloured it. I've done the same colouring, and again on the back, this time we've got foam pads rather than foam tape. And I'm just going to, again, take the backing off, but this time I'm not going to put any glue on it. I don't think it's necessary for this bit, because we can see where that goes. And I'm going to line that up. It doesn't have to be exact, because if it's not quite exact, it will make it more 3D. And I've got half a foam tape, which I cut in half lengthways. And I'm going to put that over that bit there, like that. So because of all of this dimension, it probably won't go into an envelope. So you might need to make a box envelope to pop this into, or even a gift bag. And the other one I've done is that one there. So once again, I've got a foam pad. I was right the first time. And that one I'm going to just stick over the top. And then for this one, I've just cut that little bit in the centre. And we're going to take that off like that, take the backing tape off. Because it's such a beautiful day, I know this is a bit later than when I upload a video, but at the moment, it's late in the afternoon and the sun is pouring through the window and it's a beautiful day, so I thought I'd take advantage of the light. So there we go, there's all of our decoupaging done. The other thing I used, let's just pop that out of the way, is I used 2 of, or I suppose you call it 3 of the dies, one of these sets. I used, which one did I use? I used the Happy Birthday. Now, what I didn't realise was these Happy, that one and the many thanks, but I used the Happy Birthday. The Happy have all got outline dies, or outline bits. And so they're cut out individually, which I didn't know, so it all fell out. And then I had to look for it. So, just if you've not noticed that before, if you've not got your box yet, the Happy part, the letters cut out individually, and the birthday doesn't. So that comes out in one strip, which is what I expected the Happy to do. So it was a nice surprise. And I've used the background as well. I've used the background in pink. And I've used my own stash for the colouring. So let's slip that over there out the way. And I've used gold for Happy. It's strange, you know. I cut the Happy. I was going to do it all in gold. I cut the Happy out. And that cut in gold. I tried to cut the birthday and it just wouldn't cut. It wouldn't go through. I've got an electronic die cutting machine. I shimmed it, I pushed it through about 4 or 5 times, it still wouldn't go. But yeah, this one, this mirror card, pink mirror card, is roughly the same. It might be slightly thinner, but it cut out a treat. So why it did it and one and not the other, I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So I've cut the Happy in gold and the birthday in pink mirror card. And I've got foam tape on the back of this. And I'm just going to take off the backing tape. And in fact, that's the last thing to do. The only thing to do now is decide where I'm going to put it. Am I going to put it, I don't like it there. Originally, I was going to put it there, but you know what? I think I'm going to put it in the middle. So I'm going to put that. I won't put it down until I'm happy with the position, and I think I am. So I'm going to push that down like that, give it a good push, and there we go, guys. There is our first card already. That was easy, wasn't it? And it stands up really nicely. And it lays flat nicely as well, obviously. So, as I've said, because of this dimension, this bit of depth here, it may not go into an envelope. I've not tried it, but I'd be very surprised if it does. So you might need to put it into a box envelope, or as I said, a gift bag, a greeting card gift bag. In fact, I might, in my next project, what I might do, I might make a gift bag for this card, this size of card, for any card that's got a bit of bulk on it that won't fit into an envelope. That wasn't what I planned to do, but hey ho, we'll go with it. And so I will see you very soon with our next project, which will probably be a gift bag for this card. So I hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful. And if you've enjoyed this video and you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. There will be 6 projects in total in this series, so if you manage to subscribe, you won't miss any of the other videos that'll come up later on. So I will be with you very shortly with the second video in this series of 6. So until then, and if you are a subscriber incidentally, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And thank you to those who have subscribed since my unboxing. That's lovely. Much appreciated. And I will see you very soon with the next one. So until then, take care everybody. Have fun. And as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.